Life's a binge. Right?
Life's a binge. Boop.
Oh, random generator, though. I want to have that open.
Oh, yeah. We should, we're ready to go. We're prepared. Change of scenery. We always have these videos in one of two places. Either at Todd's house, where it looks somewhat professional, or here, where it doesn't.
I thought it'd be fun to record outside in the sunshine.
That would be kind of cool.
I don't know how it would work.
There's not a Todd would hate us. And he'd have to set it all up outside. But it would look cool.
We could use our own great microphone skills.
Right. And the audio from the camera.
Whatever. It's all good.
But yeah, we're going to do this again where we do SNL. We're going to randomly generate a season. I'm going to Google the cast and we're going to talk about that because that's what we're doing right now.
It's fun. I like not knowing exactly what we're going to talk about.
Right. You get to see us think on the spot.
Yep.
Yikes. So let's see it. What are we going to do?
All right. We're going to do this 3 times and the third one is going to be it. So generate. First one, 28. 30, and here we go, 5.
Man, I'm not going to know anything about anything.
You might. So
SNL
5 would be like
season
1979 or so. So this might be the same early cast.
Yeah, let's see. SNL Season 5 cast: Jane Curtin, Garrett Morris, Bill Murray, Lorraine Newman, Gilda Radner, Harry Shearer.
All right, let's do a different one.
No way, this is good.
Because we did Season 1.
Peter Aykroyd. Who's Peter Aykroyd?
I think it's Dan's brother.
Huh. Tom Davis, Jim Downey, Brian Doyle Murray, nice. Al Franken. No, there's enough new people on here.
All right.
Don Novello, Tom Schiller, Paul Schaefer. Paul Schaefer?
Paul Schaefer did like little extra stuff on there. Like he would do not just music, but he would play little characters. Because I remember thinking that when Paul Schaefer got on as David Letterman's. God, I wonder what year that was.
Like a little sidekick?
But when David Letterman started, they had
later.
Paul Schaefer. I remember, like, that guy's from Saturday Night Live.
Huh.
Like,
never knew. And then Alan Zweibel? Don't know. And then the Weekend Update anchor was Jane Curtin with Bill Murray. I don't remember Bill Murray doing Weekend Update.
Well, that was... I don't really remember either. I remember him being on it, but as more of a special thing. Like, I remember, like, him doing a segment, like, talking about something, and the joke was he had an erection and he couldn't stand up. So was the whole joke. It was a long time ago.
Classic humor.
Classic stuff. But because the Jane You Ignorant Slut was Dan Aykroyd.
Right, that's Dan Aykroyd.
So that was a specific piece, too. So the two of them, I mean, they probably played with the
host.
Yeah.
Or maybe Jane Curtin was, like, the main host, and, like, Dan Aykroyd would fill in, Bill Murray would fill in, kind of thing. So I don't know. I don't remember those seasons well enough.
Does it have a list of the skits from that year?
I doubt it. I'm just there's writers, there's episodes. So episodes probably reference hosts. Yeah, Steve Martin, Eric Idle, Bill Russell, B.
Andy
Arthur.
Kaufman. So this is kind of interesting though, because some of this stuff is kind of classic. When they have
Sheen.
If we roll back a little bit, Andy Kaufman. That was in the midst of his
studio to a wrestling match.
Yeah, and
I remember that.
And that was in the midst of his craziness he's him trying to like buck the system
when
and
it's like, is he dead? Is he real? What's going on?
Yeah, how much is this?
Fake?
Is this a performance piece?
Yeah, is he
or
faking?
Is it real?
Did he really just punch that woman? Like...
So Andy Kaufman went to this whole thing where he was kind of exploring wrestling, and like it was hard to tell if he like hated it or loved it.
Right.
But he got involved in wrestling to a certain degree that, so he started playing this character, and he would challenge any woman to wrestle. Mm-hmm. And he would play the wrestling villain.
And he would beat them. Like, he would whoop their butts.
Yeah, well, and then I remember there was a whole, like, thing that it went back and forth with professional women wrestling him, and that they would beat him. And then he would like show up in like neck braces and like a broken arm, like slings and stuff. Yeah, because he went to like the like the WrestleMania of the day,
right?
And would do these big live events.
That's crazy.
and you never knew. I still don't know if any of it was real. I mean, clearly he was playing a character, But when the wrestlers, I remember he got smacked around by a wrestler,
Yeah.
and slammed around, and that's like when he showed up with all the stuff.
And he was like talking about how he's gonna sue him and stuff, and like all this.
Yeah, but
It was supposed to be an act, but like now he broke my neck, and like you were like, is this real? Like, is this an act? Like nobody knew.
which was
Freaking brilliant.
It was.
I don't even know if like did they ever prove any of that stuff? Was it all just an act? Like all of his stuff, was it all just an act?
I don't know. Have you seen Man on the Moon? I have not.
Once. Like,
So do you remember
I
anything
don't
about wrestling? Because I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But
I don't remember.
But yeah, I'm curious about that.
What we didn't do before is we never looked up the musical guests, so I think that's interesting.
All right.
Since the cast is mostly the same.
Steve Martin
Steve
is a
Martin was the host. One of the earlier SNL memories I have is Steve Martin and Bill Murray, and they were like they looked like they were homeless guys,
Right.
and all I remember is they would walk out and just like look at the camera and be like, "What the hell is that?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
What the hell is that thing over there? Oh, I know what that is.
And then they call
What
somebody
the hell
over.
is that? Yeah,
What are you looking at? I'm looking at this
Look
thing.
at that thing over there. What is that? What the hell is that?"
I don't know. What is
And
that?
it's like the most pointless sketch.
Now, do they say it? Because that's part of it, like a Steve Martin bit.
It stands out to me for some reason. And
Like
it's
he has
SNL
a
for sure.
like a comedy bit. Because I used to listen to a lot of Steve Martin comedy.
What the hell's that?
And he said, "That's some kind of dang turd or something." I think that is a turd. But in the TV show, I don't think they ever say
I
turd.
don't think they say what.
But
it
I think
was,
it's kind of
yeah.
based on the same bit.
So funny. This is one of the earlier things that I remember.
A lot
which
of
is
that
why
stuff was just so crazy. And I guess it's the same way today. But it's like just these ideas that you can imagine somebody sitting in a room,
Right. What if we
and
just
probably
say-
smoking weed,
Yeah.
and probably just giggling and laughing at everything, but finding humor in something
Oh, of course.
so ridiculous, and that they're probably just laughing, going, "What the hell is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. What is that?
Yeah.
Is that
For
what?"
5 minutes.
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
scene.
like that's a great
That's
skit.
perfect.
Yeah, yep. Which I'm sure is exactly how it happens now.
But that's why when we talked about season 1, like that's why I said Steve Martin, because I just vividly remember that being like a sketch and like just being that's what SNL was for
Right.
me when I saw it.
And so by that time, they had to have Wild and Crazy Guys
Oh, yeah.
as part of
Season
the
5, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, which is one of the most classic.
Especially since
skits.
Dan Aykroyd isn't on this anymore. They had Peter Aykroyd, but Dan Aykroyd wasn't listed.
Oh, then it must not have been Dan Aykroyd. Then it must have been that must have been after.
Or
Wait a minute.
before season 5. That's what I'm saying.
Was Dan Aykroyd not on the first season?
No,
on
he
the-
was his first season.
But he wasn't on the
Not
fifth season.
Up till 5, yeah. Brian Dolan Murray, though, that guy's hilarious. And he is Bill Murray's brother. I did not know that until later in life.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But the musical guests here, we have Blondie, Bob Dylan, Chicago, Tom Petty, and the Heartbreakers. How do you say that?
The Roches?
The Roche?
The Roches?
No idea. The Roches performed Bobby's song from the second album, Nerds, and Hallelujah Chorus. No idea. Don't know. They were big in 79, apparently.
They were edgy, yeah.
Randy Newman, David Bowie, 79. Man Who Sold the
I'm
World.
going to take off my pants. Randy Newman.
No idea.
Are you familiar with him?
Yeah, I know who Randy Newman is.
Uh,
but I don't know that song. I'm going to take off my pants. Do you know?
That's Todd's theme song. I'm going to take off my pants.
Nice. Desmond Child and Rogue.
Never heard of them.
B-52s. They did
Wow.
Rock Lobster and Dance This
Mess around. Oh, wow.
Nice.
With Terry Garr as the host.
Gary Newman, Sam and Dave. A bunch of people I don't know.
Jay Giles Band.
So apparently,
Oh,
like,
that one's money. Rodney Dangerfield with the Jay Giles Band.
Nice. That's good time.
Oh, that was before. That's actually before they had a bigger hit.
Stinks.
Because that was like a minor hit. And Sanctuary I've never heard of.
And then Paul Simon, James Taylor, Grateful Dead. So like in the middle there was kind of a drop off, but then you get Grateful Dead, Paul Simon. So not bad. Paul McCartney, Linda McCartney. That's not too shabby.
I think they'd probably already established themselves as like the live music venue of that time.
Oh yeah.
It reminds me of Midnight Special. I would love to, especially when I see the Time Life commercials for that being promoted, all of the musical guests, and it's a ridiculous lineup of
Oh, yeah.
entertainment, and all live
Because it was
too.
before that, it was like Ed Sullivan, and like that's where you got your music, and like American Bandstand kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
and then American Bandstand was always lip synced.
Yeah.
So to
So
actually
when
see it being performed live,
Saturday Night Live,
that was the place. For
until they started lip syncing again in the late '90s.
With, what's her name?
Oh,
she
Ashley
played at
Simpson.
SeaWorld, that's right.
Oh yeah, Ashley
Yeah.
Simpson when she got busted,
Oh,
and it was
how
the most
embarrassing.
awkward thing ever. Yeah.
That was tremendously awkward and embarrassing, and then
Yeah.
like,
But
let's
like,
just
I
go
just
to
think it's
commercial.
funny that like everyone gave her so much crap for it, but like everyone lip sync. Everyone did.
Every time I see Janet Jackson, I'm like, why don't she just sing?
Yeah, Michael
you know?
Jackson did it too, like lip sync. Like they have a live mic that they when he like does woos and stuff, like that's all live, but he doesn't sound exactly the same when he sings Billie Jean every time. Like it sounds like a recording for a reason.
See, I don't know. I can't say that that's true or false. That whether or not he used one in live performances, just because I'm just not familiar.
Well, I know he had a live mic. I don't think he sang the words to every song, but like to like shout to the crowd and his
Yeah,
haze and hose and stuff like
but
that's
I don't
all
know.
live.
I don't. But are you sure that he used backing track that he lip synced?
I do not know. I'm sure he did. There's no way.
Huh? I mean,
It's
because I'm pretty
every
sure.
clip of him singing live sounds exactly the same.
Well, no, because if you're like talking about like Billie Jean, like
Right.
at the Motown
yeah.
Awards,
Oh, like
clearly
the
he's
first
not
time
even
he
a
did
band
it.
out
Right.
there, so
Yeah.
he's out there,
Just doing his thing.
yeah. And showing us the moonwalk and
Right.
doing all that
for
stuff
the first
But-
time, which was awesome.
but
But
there's
we're
part
not-
of me like a Michael Jackson purist that's like, no,
Yeah, he sang.
He can't. Yeah,
He
he
sang it.
he had to have, like, because I'm pretty sure like Prince sang all the time. So, but anyway,
Yeah, but we're not talking about that.
we're talking about wild and crazy guys
What the hell is that?
and such.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much. It wasn't a big difference from 1 to 5, but enough of a difference where I don't really remember. Apparently, I remember 1 better than I remember 5, which is interesting to me because I do remember a lot more Chevy Chase than I do this random cast. Like without Dan Aykroyd or Chevy Chase, and
Well, Chevy Chase is a host on one of these that season, which is
Yeah.
interesting too. And at that time, so 70, that was probably 77,
this was 79.
79. So that might have been Fletch time.
Maybe, yeah.
So came back.
When
to
did
promote
Vacation
Fletch.
come out?
And that's a good question
Right
too.
around that same time, probably.
So I was wondering, he was promoting a particular film
Right.
at that time.
And then when did he get banned? He got banned because he like punched somebody or
Really?
something like that. I think. I don't know.
We're gonna have to look that
We'll
up.
look
too.
it up. But
It's on a list of all these things throughout Life's a Binge history and stuff.
that we never look
We're
up.
gonna look that up and then
We
we're gonna
never
post
do.
the answer.
And we never do. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have much more to go on for season 5. Do you got anything else?
Well, a lot of great music, a lot of great classic music, especially when you look back. Tom Petty and B-52s, which just came to town.
Yeah.
Which would have been fun.
Oh man, it'd be awesome if Tom Petty did something. I love Tom Petty, but I have a feeling like he would be one of those like just boring shows. But like I would love the hell out of it.
Did you like the Super Bowl? Do you remember that? It was only about 5 or 6 years ago.
Wasn't he with Aerosmith and Britney
Uh,
Spears or something?
I
Didn't
don't
he show
remember.
up recently?
Well, he was the headliner. I mean, he was like, it was booked Tom Petty and the
Yeah,
Heartbreakers.
I don't remember that. Was this after Janet Jackson's thing?
Yeah.
So he was like a safe bet type thing?
Yes, I think they went to a bunch of classic guests.
I think I do remember that, but it was kind of boring. Like he just stands there with the guitar
With a
and
bunch of great
sings.
songs. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But like I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Especially being older, like I want to sit down and just listen to the music. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't need to be in like a mosh pit and like woo and like
I need to
pyros and state like sure that stuff's cool, but like Tom Petty, like just get like I'd be fine if it was like an intimate room and he just had his acoustic guitar and like and a microphone. Like
That is
bring it
cool.
on.
But there was like this thing, like I said, it seemed like in the 80s where if a live show didn't have this impressive light display,
Yeah, lasers
and then like
fog machines. And,
pyrotechnics and features of like people maybe flying or climbing up
Oh,
into
yeah.
the sets and such like that it wasn't a real show. And I
Right.
remember like that when people would come back from concerts, like, well, what were the lights like? You know, and then what happened? And they're like, there were
Yeah.
lasers.
Not what
and there was
songs did they play. What was the set list?
Yeah. That's why, like, when I went back in the day to the Men at Work concert, I enjoyed it so much because it was totally stripped down stage.
That's awesome.
And just they played the music, and then everybody like rushed up to the stage for the last finale, so we were really close to the end.
Nice.
But it was real basic. It wasn't like the Van Halen shows
Oh, yeah.
or Sammy Hagar, where there's all the stuff that was happening all over the place. Yeah, Kiss.
Yeah. Crazy. Now that stuff is cool. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. That's why why what makes Saturday Night Live so iconic is like there isn't all that hullabaloo. Like every once in a while they'll have like maybe a couple cool lights, but other than that, you're just watching the band play the songs.
And I wonder who they probably established themselves at that time already as this preeminent live music venue. But like who, even to this day, who's in charge? Because I watched Saturday Night Live today and I see who the guest is, and I'm like, oh, this is the up and coming person who I've never heard of, but people who are hipper than me know that this is someone to watch, and so I'm like, this must be someone who's clearly worth watching. Yeah. So they started that a long time ago.
Yeah,
I still hold it true.
So that was Saturday Night Live season 5 with some tangents in there, but that's what happens. That's
what we do. That's what we do.
And we'll probably do this again for next week unless something else comes up. But more Saturday Night Live coming at you. This has been Life's a Binge. I'm Jared.
I'm BJ.
And we'll see you on the couch.